You look at an old, rusted receipt from 5 years ago and see garbage. But for someone else, that scrap of paper is a fragile anchor to their past. You think it's just a messy room, but hoarding is actually a high-functioning brain's worst nightmare. Why does the brain treat a pile of junk like a cherished family photo? And why does letting go feel like losing a piece of yourself? Most people assume hoarding is about laziness or a lack of discipline, but that is not what is happening. The truth is far more complex. When you try to throw away an item, your brain performs a quick cost-benefit analysis. Is this useful? Does it spark joy? For most, this happens in milliseconds, but for a hoarder, that neural switch breaks down completely. The anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, begins to misfire. It sees a broken toaster, and suddenly, it's not trash. It's a potential repair project. It's a memory of a Sunday morning breakfast. It's an identity. The brain literally loses the ability to categorize junk as separate from self. And this is where it gets truly unsettling. Think of your brain like a security camera that only records when something moves. For a hoarder, the camera is stuck in record mode, 24/7. Every object becomes a data point. A newspaper from 2012 isn't just paper, it is a time capsule. If you throw it away, you aren't just cleaning, you are deleting a moment of history. The anxiety that follows this realization is physical. It feels like a threat, a direct attack on their reality. So they build a fortress. They stack boxes to the ceiling to guard against a world that feels too fast, too unpredictable, and too empty. Each item is a brick in a wall that keeps them safe from the pain of forgetting. There is an evolutionary glitch at play here, too. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors survived by stockpiling resources. If you found food, you kept it. If you found tools, you stored them. That instinct kept us alive during the winter. But today, our environment has changed. We live in a world of infinite consumption. Our ancient save-for-later instinct is now being triggered by plastic trinkets and junk mail. The brain doesn't know the difference between a life-saving spear and a broken plastic fork. It treats every acquisition as a victory. It's a biological miscalculation, a survival mechanism that has outlived its purpose, turning a living space into a graveyard of what-ifs. So, when you see someone struggling with clutter, remember, they aren't just living in a mess. They are living in a museum of their own history, guarded by a brain that is trying, in the most misguided way, to protect them. The next time you hold on to something you don't need, you're feeling a tiny echo of that same human drive, to hold on, to remember, to be. We are all curators of our own lives. Some of us just have a harder time deciding when the exhibit is over. What are you holding on to today that you don't actually need?